Contrary to mainstream media, it is my belief that there has never been a better time to be alive on the planet than right now. And when it comes to black men, there's never been a better time to be one. You see, I don't buy into all the mainstream media stereotypes. I recognize things like racism and discrimination and police brutality and high incarceration rates. I recognize these things as being very real, but at the same time, I am absolutely convinced that any man is capable of creating an extraordinary life. And so what gives me the right to say this? Well, I was born in the inner city projects of Corpus Christi, Texas, to a single mom with 6 kids, and we were extremely poor. As a matter of fact, we were the poster children for poverty back in the 60s. And when I was in high school, I decided to drop out because I went to this seminar and this guy convinced me that I could get rich selling vacuum cleaners. So I dropped out of high school, which was a really bad choice. But despite those bad choices, I landed a job with this building supply center. I worked extremely hard. I climbed the corporate ladder. I became the youngest manager in the history of this company at the age of 23. And so I'm 23 years old. I'm living the American dream. I've got the house, the wife, the 2.5 kids and all of that. And by society standards, I was successful. And within approximately a 6-year time frame, that American dream turned into the American nightmare as I went through a divorce, a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, a deep, deep state of depression. I was even homeless for 2 years living out of a car. And yet I made a choice. I chose to create an extraordinary life. So I worked extremely hard to rebuild my life. And now I'm living my version of an extraordinary one. Now, it hadn't been easy. It was extremely challenging, but yet, if I can overcome all of those adversities, all of those obstacles, I'm absolutely certain you can too. And so, again, without any formal education or degrees, I simply made a choice that I was going to rebuild my life. And then I decided I wanted to share the lessons I learned with other men to support them in doing the same. And so I've recently released a new book. It's called The Cure for Loneliness, A Black Man's Guide to Joy, Passion, and Purpose. And if you're a man of color and you're looking for a resource guide to support and empower you to deal with any adversity you may be dealing with, or to simply empower you to create your own version of an extraordinary life, let me recommend that you pick up a copy. But most importantly, I want you to understand and to know that if you're watching this video right now, no matter what you may be going through, no matter what challenge you may have, you have within you the capacity to build an extraordinary life. But what you're going to need are some tools. And my new book is simply a tool. And if you're ready to apply that tool to your life, I know that you can create the life of your dreams. So I'm hosting a series of webinars and videos and podcasts to support and empower Black men to move past the negative media generated narrative and to recognize that we are capable of creating extraordinary lives. So the question becomes, are you courageous enough to create an extraordinary life for yourself? Well, if the answer is yes, then tune in for more empowering videos coming up. But more importantly, pick up a copy of The Cure for Loneliness, A Black Man's Guide to Joy, Passion, and Purpose. And I can assure you that it will provide you with some tools and insights that support you in creating an extraordinary life. So if you're ready to do so, pick up your copy today. Take care.